All right. Uh, Super Bowl Sunday chat, and next week it's Valentine's Day, so that's why I have the title that I have. Um, Showing the love to the market. Let's go. We'll go through the market of the week. We will go through the top gainers, top losers, go through my trades. And then, since earnings is kind of coming to an end, big names have reported. We'll go through and look at earnings and look at our earnings watch list and see what we could put on for the next earnings cycle. And then, what was the next thing? Let's take a look. Trades, takeaways. Talk about my new trades. We'll get the earnings, and then maybe we'll take a look at any other associated news when that time comes. Yeah, let's go ahead and get started. So the week that was, NDX up slightly. Oh, I see. This is kind of like okay. Anyway. SPX is down a little bit, and the Russell was down. What's not on here? Oh, it's right here. Okay. So the only thing slightly up was the NDX. Everything's kind of flat to lower though. Let's take a look on 10-day. Still lower. 1 month, the Dow is up higher. A little pullback in the Dow then. And then the other indices and the Nasdaq is still down on the month. So it's like mixed choppy markets. That's what we have right now. What performed last week? So our biggest winners last week by market cap: Nvidia, Meta, Broadcom, Walmart I'm kind of liking. Eli Lilly, JP Morgan, by calls and all these things. I'm liking this. So this whole idea about healthcare, that's where I'm going to be looking. Johnson & Johnson, Procter & Gamble's not really healthcare, but kind of related. Novo Nordisk. I'll have to take a look at those charts. AbbVie. All those healthcare stocks. I guess we can go to like the top 20 or so. This is top 40. T-Mobile, Coca-Cola, Wells Fargo, Palantir. Palantir is interesting only because of the momentum. Be interesting to see what happens on a pullback with them. And then the more healthcare is popping in. So, and then Mickey D's has earnings. Novo Nordisk. Citigroup. Shopify doing? Up on the year so far. It's kind of coming to a tippy top again. Kind of in mid-range here. Huh. Dang. Okay. That's kind of there. And let's look at the biggest losers for the week. The losers week, market cap. Oh, look at that. Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, Google, Tesla, TSM, United Healthcare, Home Depot. Ooh, yikes. Oh man. Okay. That's a big difference. Wow, that's interesting. Back to losers for the month. Man. So Nvidia just had like a little pop. Now the big boys are kind of falling over. Yikes. Yikes. Let's look at the biggest change. Down 80-some%. That's funny. Maybe not look at something down that much in a month. Let's go maybe like, 10%. 45, 30, 30, 30. Yikes. I never really looked at this before. Rivian's down 20%. That's like a bear market. They make a product though. That's to me what's intriguing, is they actually make something. This still exists, but it's like taken out of my long-term portfolio. Man, this is down 20%. I'm in this. That's not great. We need to be in a different situation, but we'll see how that goes. Crocs is down a little bit. Let's see here. Now we're in 14%. Shake Shack. Interesting. What's going on here? Oh, it's just it's maybe it'll go back up. So it got up to an all-time high. Yeah, that's what's going on there. Just pulling back from an all-time high. This is interesting. This is where you could like go bottom fishing. 15%. Huh. And I'll have to come back and revisit this. I kind of like this idea of looking at these gainers, and I like the simplicity of this chart. I think that was just Friday. It's kind of a wild ride on Friday. Alright. So any standouts here? Maybe something like J&J, the healthcare name. And we're gonna keep Palantir on the list, wait for a pullback, maybe try it later. I traded this a little bit. Wow, this is up 200. Oh, because it started at like $1. Okay. Huh. Yeah, this one's been going nuts. All right. My market cap. Market cap. Johnson & Johnson is still there. Might make a play in healthcare. Alright, well, we'll take a look at that later. But there you go. There you have it. You got the levels for the week. Market's kind of down, choppy. For our gainers on the week by market cap. Oops. We have gainers week. Oh, we're not number one. So Nvidia don't think Meta had a down day last week. Man, I've been zucked too many times though. I've been zucked too many times. I like Walmart. Liking Walmart. I like Visa, MasterCard, but they're so tippy-toppy. I mean, look how expensive they are. But I'm liking this healthcare situation, so I might think about that. That would be my next steps on that. So, how did I do this week? So we are up on the week. Most of that happened on Friday because I closed out some positions. We could take a look at the trades and then take a look at the statistics. More winners than losers. That's really cool. Not a whole lot of day trading. And I think if you look, like, I mean, $100 in 3 minutes, that shouldn't be allowed. That's cool though. You know, a lot of these I held longer. So this I had 11 days and it came off. I rolled this one. This was 7 days, rolled it. I think I rolled it like 30%. And I rolled this one at 50. So between 30 and 50, I can start rolling these positions. I don't really like rolling them with so much time left on them, but it's like I can roll the strike down or I can roll it out or I can do both. So I roll the strike up depending on whether or not you get a put call or a put. Let's just jump in and take a look. I'm wondering if I should sell a put on IBIT and sell a call, so you'd sell a strangle around it, and I really wouldn't mind acquiring maybe another 100 shares. I think that might be the play here for TQQQ because everything's been so choppy. I have an Iron Condor. Like, it's just like, I don't know what's going on, so we'll monetize each side as appropriate of the Iron Condor. Maybe it'll just stay in this range and we'll make something of that Iron Condor. Like, I've kind of just like given up trying to pick direction because it's like, I don't think this Monday we're going down, but you know, the last 3 Mondays have been some weird gap down, DeepSeek news, tariff news, bullshit news, and then you get some weird gap down. It's like, and then it goes right back up again. Like, I don't know, I'm tired of dealing with that. So pick the profits we could and then just move on. What's this? So on the 3rd, and then I monetized it on the 7th. Oh, that didn't take long at all. I think volatility went down too. That's why these were able to be monetized. Also don't really know if... Does it say that here and then over here? I don't know what's going on. This journal sometimes I'm kind of like... like, I don't know. Vertical bear put? What are you talking about? Many puts in this. This is just a... Oh, because it was like you bought and sold it. This is not a vertical bear put. I don't have any puts in this. This is all calls. This is a covered call. It's not a diagonal. This is a covered call. Alright, save it. Anyway, good stuff. Good stuff. We're holding on to IBIT. That was supposed to be a core position. TQQQ is supposed to be a core position. Kind of playing TLT, although rates aren't really supposed to come down this year. So, I don't know. We'll see on that. I keep selling puts on TLT. That's what I'm doing. I think I even monetized one of those this week. So, let's go to TQQQ. This was my put. I think I monetized this at about 30 or 40%. Make sure this says the right thing. So it's a short put. Yes, yes, yes. I'm liking this. Although like right now, like volatility is so low, it's not really worth selling. I mean, TQQ tends to have its own volatility, but like I feel the volatility at like 17 is not terrible. Like you kind of want to spike to 20 and then you sell something. That's kind of what you want. We're probably not going to get that. And then this is my NQ trade, which probably had something to do with like breaking a trend line, but I didn't write it down. So we have to also know that we can't do these trades. Even like we have to write it down. Like you can see things happening. You can write your trades down. Like plan it out. Even if it is a day trade, even though I'm trying not to do that as much. That's sometimes tempting though. You're like, oh, broke a trend line. But I'd like to be in these longer. Like I'd like to try sitting in a futures trade, especially crude, because I can trade crude really. I've seen that I can trade crude really well. Although it's harder at these lower levels of crude because you don't get the big drops like when you're in the 70s and the 60s. Like when you're up in the 80s, you can get some nicer drops. Although like I went short on crude at like 75 and I should have just held it. Like, I mean, where's crude at right now? It's at what, 70 something? Like that's a $5 move. That's I could have just held on to that one contract, like, or two contracts, you know? So I want to practice holding crude longer. That's what I'm working on. Yeah. Because I had some good trades in crude, but being on the hour time frame, I need to hold them longer. Even though, like, the wicks in and out of a crude trade are just... like, you can get wicked around, but, like, you have to practice staying in the trade. So that's what I'm paper trading right now. I'm trying to figure out how I can stay in it longer. I think I have a short crude on right now in my paper trading account. I could pull that up. Where's my account? Here it is. Paper trading. So yeah, I have a short crude position that I put on because there was a trend line break. So we'll check on that. Also, little gambling plays. I'm trying expected wing butterflies in the paper trading account for earnings. So, and then last week I did it on Amazon. What did I do it on? I did it on Qualcomm, ARM, Amazon, Cloudflare, Pinterest, and Affirm. And the only one that lost for the expected wing butterfly was Amazon. So that's pretty cool. I'm trying it on Mickey D's. I didn't know Lowe's had earnings. I would have done it in Lowe's, but I'll look today at earnings and make sure I put something on Monday. I'll put something in the I don't know, maybe I'll even try one in the regular account depending on how much I have to pay. But yeah, good win rate, and the payout's really good. You get like 50% if you win. Like expected wing butterflies are pretty cool, but a lot of them, they don't fully monetize until the end of the week, depending on what kind of options you can get. So the way butterflies work is it tends to be like that last day of the option that are worth the most if you get the range right. So that's kind of something to play earnings. That's the way I was thinking about it. But you have to be directional, so you still have to be directional. You just don't get blown out as much if you do that. I find that calendars, you can get really blown out. Like if you don't get that right, like you're stuck with that call, that put. Like, I mean, give yourself time, but like you're stuck with that for a minute. So maybe like I did a calendar spread on CMG, and that's still here. So I did a calendar spread on like CMG and Google. Those blew out of the water. Totally blown out on those big losses, but the wins from the expected win butterflies kind of balanced it out. So net you're like even at least. But I like the butterfly better, even though they're more complex trades. They cost a little bit more. They seem to be okay. They seem to be working pretty well, so we'll keep doing that in the paper trading account. So let's keep going with the trades. I didn't write this one down, so I'm not gonna call this a good trade. I need to get my checklist in here. I've not done that yet. So I need to work on that this week too, like getting that. I still haven't gotten that checklist in here. This was a rolled covered call. All right. TLT, rolled this put. I could put this on here too, like this is a roll. Let me start putting that on here too. So this is a rolled put. Or a put roll, I think they have it in here actually. Short put roll, yeah, let's put that in there. We'll save that. We'll start putting that on there too when these are rolls. This was unknown reason, another bad trade because I didn't write it down. It was probably a trend line break. Look how freaking choppy this is though. Like there wasn't any direction until what is this, 1? Like yeah, the market just collapsed. Crude, did I write this one down? I did. Okay, I did actually write this one down. And then see how it's better? Anyways, could have made more on it though. I got freaked out by this. I see, that's the thing, I can't get freaked out by these. And the thing is too, is you want to stay in it longer, so I need to evaluate the risk a little bit more. So like when I get in and it's breaking these trend lines, like what is my risk? You know, what is my risk on these trades? Because I need to stay in them longer. I mean, that's kind of the goal. That's where you make your most money. You don't like, you got to do the longer term. You got to do these long-term trends. And then how do we play, like, never mind, we gotta think about that later. So this was just a break even, probably didn't write this one down either. Right direction though, I mean, that's good. This was unknown reason too. Oh, it was Iron Condor. So this is the Iron Condor I have on for TQQQ. Just collects, how much premium am I collecting on this? So I brought in $300. I have 2 Iron Condors. It's not, I mean, that's fine. I mean, I get, for the Iron Condor, I did get the width of this, the third of the width of the spread. So, and it's $5 wide on each side. So I think that's fairly decent. I got 165 credit, so per Condor. So that's decent. So just keep an eye on it. It's for 40 days, so in 20 days we'll take a look at it. Can't do anything with my IBIT. That's been rolled. I could maybe roll it down, but I'm at 60 and it's at 54, so it's like, well, where am I gonna roll it to? Like, I'm already at, you can only roll it out. You can't roll it down unless it goes to like 45. Then I can roll it to like 55, maybe. I was probably just chasing IBIT all the way down all year long. I hope I don't have to do that. You know, the best thing would be, honestly, is if it just stayed in a range. Like, if everything just stayed, like, in a range. We just digested the last 2 years and why is Reddit at 225? Anyway, getting distracted. Like, if it just stayed in range, these plays will work perfectly. You won't get as much credit, but you will win more often than not. What is Reddit doing? Like, why? Because it has like no expenses. Like 227 for Reddit? What is this? Oh man, I was so right about Hershey's. Oh man, I didn't hold on to that short long enough. Yeah, I was so right about that. Oh man, I was in there shorting it around like 190. It's now 150. Man, shorts are hard though. Like, going short is, because it has happens so fast. Like when a short monetizes, like you need to go quickly. Like you hold on for a long time and then it breaks and you gotta cover. That's kind of the hard part of going short is you have to be ready to cover. Oh man, that went all the way down to 137. And Boeing still is short. Like I'm just gonna hold that line to the day I die. I wish Oxy would do better. But like they want energy prices to be lower, so I think GE Healthcare has earnings. Another healthcare thing, so I'm excited about that too. Anyway, we got to keep moving on. For trades, I get really distracted. TQ, this was like, this is still the Iron Condor. Okay. Crude trade, I don't know what's going on. Oh, this was like an overnight crude trade. I think it was just breaking a trend line, but I didn't write it down, so it's a bad trade. This is a put spread on GLD to get it to the all-time, get it to 3,000. This was, oh, this is my rolled call. Let me put that in there. Call, they have a call roll. Call roll. Right, man, what are you doing? All right, here. This is probably some. I'm not allowed to do those trades anymore. Just not allowed to do them. No, you're not. Right, man, no. My cat's doing something. Hey, get out of there. Come on. Out of there. All right. PLT. This is my rolled put. Yes, this is the rolled put. Gosh. Rutman, no. Short put roll. My cat's being bad, chat. Bad cat. Bad cat. I could put him on the desk and pad like that, but I want to use the heating pad. Oh, I didn't want to do that. I clicked the wrong button. Oh, this is all this. Oh, it shows the in the Bollinger Band. Rutman, you're fine. Rutman, you're perfectly fine, Rutman. Oh, I like the Bollinger Band situation here. I think Bollinger Bands do help you with selling puts. I'm gonna say that. Like, if you're selling puts, Bollinger. Oh, I didn't know that feature was there. Well, I clicked on a new thing and I found a new thing I like. That's cool. Okay, so we'll keep looking at that. So that's on. That's a new position that's on. What happened here? Was this a roll? Rutman, no. Or was this the mistake one? Oh yeah, I bought a call instead of sold a call. That was bad. That's an amateur mistake. Wasn't paying attention. Any hoozle. Crude, look, unknown reason. Probably a trend line break, but I didn't write it down. So we don't know what I was doing. And we can't do trades like that. That's not allowed. Oh, no. Not allowed. Am I on? Okay, well, okay, good. Probably the same thing here. Like, I'm not proud of these trades. All right, that's it. Let's take a look at my trade. Unrealized P&L. Yeah, those were, those selling the puts and taking those off, like when they're at 50 or 30%. I mean, just plug and chug on those. It's not exciting. Like, it's not, you wake up And you tend to take those off and move those around. The volatility is highest at the open and at the close. So you don't do anything. Like you sit there the first hour of the day, you see if you get your stuff, and then if it doesn't work, you wait till the end of the day, and then if that doesn't work, you go to the next day. You know, and you wait for 30 and 50%. That's all I've been doing on those, and I kind of like it because I can wake up and I'm not like searching for trades necessarily, even though I could be playing some of that momentum or playing a day trade, the biggest mover of the day or whatever. But a lot of times I'm just sitting there making watch lists, and I would like some more positions on, but I just kind of watching the market and looking at my positions. It hasn't been a lot of like day trading. But if we could do this every week or something like this is what we want. I mean, if we could really get 400 a week from trading, like that would be great. So if you had like 400 times 4, I mean, that's a start. We can get consistent. Like, I haven't been consistent in that yet. It's been all over the place. There's a kitty. We got a kitty on stream, everybody. His name's Seeksa. His name is Seeksa. Say hi to the Seeksa. Say hi to the Seeksa. Oh, Seeksa. It's Seeksa. Okay, Seeksa. Oh, wait, let me put Mickey D's down, too, for my paper trading trade. For the expected wing butterfly. Put it on another page, too. The earnings this week, that's 2, 9 through 214. So we have MCD, and then we'll see if that's a winner. And then I'll put some more on the paper trading account, so we'll play around with that, see if I can get those expected move butterflies to work. Okay. But decent week. I mean, we just need to do it over and over and over again. Let's see. Gold. Okay. I need to link I have the trade plan. Need to get more into that. I haven't been doing that. Look at this. It's not like your data. Oh, okay. Play. Oh, this is if you want to go back too. Oh, this is nice. This should be like your main screen. this is cool. Ooh, I like this. I'd like to alternate between this and then like trade ideas. This is nice. Oh, this would be good to come here and look at what's moving. This would be a really simple... Oh, this went down? Ooh. Ooh. I might look in... Let me put that on the list too. Let me do it in my journal because that's better. So I'm gonna put it in the journal. I'm gonna look at that tomorrow, maybe later. This is post earnings. So Elf. Look at that. Actually, let's just put it in. Do I have my trading view up? Let's go to the earnings watch list. Add that to the... Okay. Righto. Okay. Ooh, I like this though. I gotta visit this during the day. Yeah, I'll come back in here and pop in here like midday and see what this looks like. If it gives me some data here. Not showing anything. And let's filter this. I don't think I traded much stock last week. I think it was mostly stock or options. Win rate's been fantastic on this. Don't day trade. Don't day trade. Yeah, look, 10 to 10:30. Yeah, trading in the morning, you lose money. Huh. Just keep selling those puts. Keep selling the puts. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. Oh, let's see the symbols. Always good to see. I think I could like aggregate it. Symbol grouped. So we're killing it with win rate 75%. Let's just keep going with TQQQ. We know that. See how that goes. Man, I could have just done like a call spread and sold the put on the other side. Like, I didn't have to do a put spread. I could have just done like a sell a put and then sell a call spread. Like, I don't have to do the full Iron Condor. That way you don't have to pay as much for that. Anyway, I'll think about that next time. Alright, so looking at the trades for the week. What are the takeaways? So I want to be in trades longer. We need to continue to monetize our puts at around 30 to 50%. And we need some new positions on. I think that's we need to go look for those new positions. We need to look for earnings trades. and market performers. So I think that's what we need to go look for right now. So yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at our sectors, and then we can just do earnings right now. Let's just do the earnings scan. We'll pull up the TradeViz charts or TradingView charts. I should look at their screeners too. Let's look at the ones that we currently have, and then let's see if we can add anybody to the list. Let's go to the daily chart so we could see it. Man, this thing is just in a tight wedge. Yikes. This is why I have the Iron Condor on, because it's not really making new lows, but it's also not making new highs. My Iron Condor is 65 and like 95, so up here. So I'm closer to getting blown out at the top than at the bottom. So we'll see how that goes. Let's look at Palantir. This thing is nuts. This thing's crazy. Banana stock. On bananas. Maybe some pullback to the gap. I think people would go nuts if this fell below 100. So we'll give it a shot. We'll give it a shot if it gets down to there. What would I do? What's the premium on this? Because I'm having such good luck with selling puts, like maybe just sell a put in Palantir. I mean, not right now, but like if it came down, man, you could get $400 for the 95 put now. I don't know what that's going to be on Monday. You could get $350 for the 90 put. Really? This is crazy. This has really high volatility. People are going bananas over this stock. Shoot, we might be getting into this now. Well, we'll look at it on Monday. We'll definitely take a look at the PLTR puts on Monday. See how that goes. This stock also, this has earnings. The earnings are coming up in I think another week. So we'll keep a look on this too. Keep an eye on this. This goes down, I might buy something here. Energy stocks, I don't know. I mean, is it worth doing an iron? I don't know. These don't excite me the same way. I'd rather just trade crude. Like, just trade the commodity. I'm not too excited about the stocks themselves. TSM. What's this over here? Someone get into my charts? This. Man, someone hacked my account. Someone played around with my TSM chart. What the fuck is this? That's weird. That wasn't me. I didn't draw that. That's fucking bizarre. Baba. I don't really know how to play Chinese stocks, I'll be honest. I feel like they're pushed down. I feel like... I don't know. I don't know about Chinese stocks. I don't really know how to trade them. I don't know how to understand how we interpret what they do. You know, and then the policies around working with China. I don't, and that really affects the prices, and like, I don't know. I don't know how to deal with those Chinese stocks. Energy company again just doesn't get me excited. It doesn't get me excited to trade it. And look at SoFi. I remember trading it back here. I remember trading SoFi. Like back in this time. I traded SoFi like in here. I mean, this is an interesting pattern. We're not seeing a big increase in volume though. My intrigue about this is that it is a bank. It's not just an online app, and it's not a bad app either. And you can trade crypto on it too. Like, you can own crypto on SoFi, or at least you can have it. I don't know how they store it, because I think Coinbase is probably the better place to have your crypto, but I don't really know. I'm not super informed on that, but I know you can access crypto through SoFi and stocks and other things too. They have high yield savings accounts. They are a bank. They're not just like a platform anymore. There's something a little bit more, and they appeal to a younger generation. So, and I honestly wouldn't mind having some of my pennies in there, at least in a high yield savings account. That would be, mine's already kind of in Fidelity though, so I don't know. But yeah, if I had some extra pennies, I'd probably put them in SoFi, just to have it in the app and use their services. So Johnson & Johnson was a healthcare play. I mean, technically speaking, down, like lower highs, lower lows. Like, we haven't not made lower lows. That's what concerns me about Johnson & Johnson. Like, I think healthcare is a play, but I don't... Like, we're forming lower lows here. It kind of needs to stop doing that. I do like Quest, though. I kind of would like... I mean, I might just do like straight up calls in Quest. Like, that would be what I would do. Earnings are in a month. This is trading in this range. I don't know. I would probably just do calls on Quest. AT&T is a beast. This thing, and this is nice to have because it goes up when the market goes. It's opposite of the market. This would be another like plug and chug play. So you could like sell a bunch of puts on this. And if you get it, great. You'd have a bunch of shares, and then you would just sell. This is like a wheel staple. Like, this is what this would be. Collect the dividends, la-di-da, go on your merry day kind of thing. Jesus, it was way up here. Oh, this was in the 2000s. That's funny. Has just been kind of in this range for years. This is my other healthcare play. Super great, but not super bad. It has broken. It's above its 200, so that's good. You don't want it to fall below that. Then I might have to jettison. Like, if it did fall below again, I don't know if I want to chase it all the way down to $7. I should be in HIMS and not Teva, but we are where we are. Colgate. Oh, okay, let's zoom in on this. Let's double click on this. Go to the day chart. Okay, it's sideways, but on the weekly, it's touching the 200. When are earnings? Oh, they're like, oh, they're in April. Okay, good. They have really good earnings. They've had really good earnings for many quarters now. They don't have bad earnings. Huh. Ooh, this might be... Ding, 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 ding. We might have a situation here, everybody. How much is it per share? Let's do a covered call. So we do covered stock. How much you getting for the weeklies here? So if I did a weekly, let's go out we can go out 2 weeks. So I'd collect about 100 if that stays. Ooh. As long as the market doesn't fucking crash. Because the low is 50. But it is in an uptrend and it's on its 200. Huh. No, you'd have to go out in time a little bit. I think you'd have to go out a little bit. Dude, the 90 calls are only trading. Yeah, and see, with volatility so low, it's not really worth selling anything. It's, you just buy the stock or buy a call. I'm liking Colgate. We might be doing something here. I mean, the options are decent. Looks like people are selling the 80 calls out in time. That has more traction than the March expiration. May has more open interest. Alright, so let's look at that in the morning. So ELF, we gotta look at that here in a second. And then CL, we gotta have a position maybe in CL. Not healthcare, more of a consumer staple, but it is technically kind of in a good position. I might put this one in. I'll take a picture of it and maybe put this in the short today. Go ahead and download that picture. Perfect. Okay. Texas Instruments semi-play. Oh, also in a really good position. All right, let's put that on. We'll look at that in the morning too. I like it. How would I play it? It's a little expensive. It's in an uptrend. It's hitting its 200. I don't want the daily chart, not the weekly chart. It's below it. It's just going sideways. Going sideways on the daily. Must be a lot of uncertainty. We're digesting something here. This has been a long time running. But interesting on the weekly because it is hitting its 200. Abbott. This is having a bit of a run. It's a healthcare stock. It is kind of high right now. I'd have to wait maybe for a little bit of a pullback. We'll keep it on watch. Prologis. Same thing, just going sideways. I like it as like an infrastructure play. Bad company. It's killing it on earnings. You'd probably want the shares for the dividend, although I'm not going to ever hold this long enough to really benefit from the dividends. And wow, good. This is cool. What did I say? So the other one was like a dividend stock that I talked about. So Prologis, this is another one. Write it down so I don't remember. I don't remember, so I remember. Is Prologis. There was another one. Well, really like Altria, although I'm not a big fan of cigarette companies, but they are doing well. Kinder Morgan chart. This thing's a beast. Well, not really. It's kind of coming back from something. I'm interested in these too, these defensive, aerospace defense stocks. Also around robotics, I think that's huge, and automation. That's been huge for a while. It's not new. It's not a new idea. This is a really good daily chart though. Of the daily charts we've seen, this is in an uptrend. Like this line, we need to change this color though. This needs to be purple. Purple. Okay. And then those could be red. Let's put an alert here. Alert. Pressing down. GE Healthcare has earnings different than GE itself. This is also, so this is the aerospace defense version of it. This thing's just been killing it. I wonder if this is just worth buying a call and sitting on it for like the whole year. Like buy a leap in GE. Like no joke. Should have done that a long time ago. So we would go out to like next January, monetize this thing in December. You'd buy the at the money. Or maybe even a little bit in the money. We could go a little bit in the money. We could buy like the 80 Delta call and sit on it for the whole year. We could even sell things against this thing. So let's kind of price that out. So if we bought the 80 Delta call in next January, and then every week we sell a call out of the money. We could go out here, we get $77 for that. You could even do the 30 call. I'd probably go to like the 20 Delta. Brings the cost basis down. I might do this. I might seriously think about this for this. So we'll look at that too. So GE. So we're looking at a leap and then selling a call weekly. Or every 2 weeks or whatever. The volume's kind of died out though. But I like that idea, like having something where we could do that, because this thing's in such a crazy uptrend. As is this. I mean, this is a good chart too. Look at this chart. Like, just trust it. Like, trust the chart. Yeah. Oh man, it still has ways to go. Let's go. Let's go. We're gonna do it. Even though volume's kind of dying out, I think I'm gonna try that next week. Yeah, I think we're gonna try to do it. We're gonna buy that leap. I like this chart too. Nice pullback. Like, Altria's not going anywhere. Altria might be like a covered call. I might get the shares. I don't know. Or I could do the same thing you do with GE. I think I did this one just because of the chart, but this has to do with oil and gas. I don't know. I'm not super interested in that. This I'm super interested in though. This would be more of a long-term portfolio situation. So if we ever do drop back down, I should get an alert on that and buy it in the long-term portfolio. Walmart's bananas. This is banana stock, another banana stock, going bananas. Probably do the same thing here. Like you could buy the Walmart Leap and just sell calls against it. I think Walmart has weekly options. Yeah, it does. You do the same thing. So you go out to like January. Oh, they're cheaper too. super cheap. Well, not super cheap, but they're cheaper than the GE plays. Oh man, you just buy it in the money. Oh, buy it in the money call. And then I can sell. Oh, dude. You get some good premium too. Like you could go out to the 20 Delta on or GE, you can't do that. You could go out to like a 20 Delta and you can still get like $100. Or even a 30 Delta if you want to be like super cool, you know what I mean? Okay, I think that's going on the list too. We'll look at that on Monday too. So in the money. In the money call. No, and I would do that too so I keep my account active, so like it would be a weekly call. I'm liking these ideas. Excited. Affirm got my attention as well. I like the volume here on earnings. I like that it went up. The landscape for using credit, I'm not so sure. Let's take a look at some of the financials here, the fundamentals. Market cap, debt, cash equivalents, enterprise, so that's the whole value of the company. Like, I don't like this. We're making money, but we're losing a lot of money still. They're killing it on earnings, though. Earnings are always going up. What about their cash flow? So, cash flow... it's expected to go up. Balance sheet. These are project. Oh, no, yeah. These are like projected. Yeah, we gotta do something with Affirm. I don't know yet what I would do. Oh man, this had a big old tumble. Big old down day on this one. Let's zoom in here. What happened here? What's the news on this? So it came in line. Not terrible. It's not good performance though. Yeah, it's underperforming the market. This would be kind of a gamble. What was their reasons for like underperformance here? Like, is it that we're not selling in a certain market? Is it... I don't know, maybe I could get something real quick from the website. Where's our investor relations page? Investor relations. Okay. Let's see here. Third quarter. We gotta do the scan. We haven't even gotten to the scan yet. Oh, what about Amazon too? Damn. Okay. Net sales up. Get more market share. What's this? Okay. I don't know what this means. I don't know what white space means. Consumption softer than expected. Okay, so people aren't buying then. Cosmetic category slowdown. Cycling lip oil launch. New products ramping up. It's supposed to have sales increase though. Digital cosmetic. Only top 5 mass cosmetics brand with owned site. Yeah, this would be something you'd have to hold on to and hope that it actually can follow through with these plans. Beauty squads. It's like their app. Okay. They're doing better than the industry as a whole. They sell in Target. Okay. They sell in Walmart. I know that. Dollar General. Okay. Okay. They sell in all the major things. That's good. Who's their competition? Oh, here we go. This is the age. Okay. So this is their skincare line. Okay. They've been around 120 years. That's crazy. Okay. Yeah, this would be more of like a play against my Estee Lauder play in my long-term portfolio. What's their markets are better because Estee Lauder is tied to China. Top ranking in new markets we've launched in. I like that. They're not really tied to China in the same way. Their ad campaigns. This doesn't give you a lot of information. You do have to kind of read their actual... They have their actual report, or I gotta dig for it. I'd have to like listen. Other says it increased 300 . Oh, they had bad guidance, that's why. You know, maybe this goes is against like my... Put another one in the long term, maybe. I don't know. This would be kind of a gamble. Maybe let's watch it and see. Keep it on the list. I mean, look at this volume here, though. You know what I mean? And like, we're at lows. We haven't seen like 23. This was like the heyday in here in 24. Like, damn. But even if it came back to the 200, under the 200 right now, the 200 has to come down to it. This would be a flyer. This is like, you gotta believe in the company. There's a lot of volume right here. Okay, so they did report. Revenue was up though. Really, it was in line. Okay, let's take a look at the... I like this too because it's different than everything else I have. It's not tech, it's not food, it's not Amazon, it's not Wall, you know what I mean? It's like, it's something totally different. The chart isn't great, but is it a bad company though? And the volume on Friday was bananas and it was up. It's only because their guidance was bad and we're on the almost oversold. This would be a flyer, man. This would be like... Oh, man. And it has weekly options. It has weekly options. Alright, we have to look at this in the morning. So we could sell puts here. We could buy the stock, sell a covered call. We could buy calls. So I have to figure out what we want to do here. We want to be long. What would be the best way to be long? Selling a put requires a lot of capital. Buying a call would be less capital. I think buying stock is even better. But you'd have to sell a covered call because they don't have a dividend. And this would be, oh man, is it not gonna... Can't get too married to it though. So let's just play around here. So if we went to like the 20 delta, even the 15 delta, there's not a lot of open interest though. So the 20 delta has the most open interest. And the spreads are wide right now because the market's not open. Or if I just buy 200 shares. And then I just do covered stock. So we would do covered stock. 200 shares. And where would we go? No, it's about the same. And you could go out to the 80 call and still get $100. We would just do covered stock. Let's just pretend. My break even comes all the way down to 69. And what would it cost me? Oh, it'd be way less. We might do covered stock on this. I mean, this is a bit of a flyer. It's a bit of a risky thing, but the volume on that day is kind of intriguing. We're making money. It's down, but like we're making money. It's not negative net income. They're killing it on earnings. I mean, beat in line. Oh, okay. Like, that's a little high. Free cash flow went down. Oh man, I think I want to do it. It is an underperformer though. I kind of want to try it though. Yeah. What did I want to do on a firm? Need to wait for a pullback on a firm. Walmart was a covered call. This is probably going in the long-term portfolio. This is intriguing. This could be another leap like Walmart. This would probably have to be, I don't know what this would be. I don't know what I would do here. This is an uptrend. Wait for a pullback, I think. We're too far away from the moving averages. We want to know if it comes back down again. On that one. We could do our earnings scan, and then I need to do a healthcare scan, and then I think I will be done. Alright, let's go ahead and actually let's configure this. Let's open it up a little bit here. So I say 150. Let's go to 350 just for funsies. Okay. Let's pick our time frame. Use historical data, so we're ending on last Friday. We'll hit OK. Let's do by market cap. Okay, not the right way. There we go. And then we can look at charts. So we're doing an earnings scan. Don't need that. Okay, so Apple. I don't know. You would just buy calls here. Amazon. God, this thing is a beast. Should have had more shares of that. And just trade this thing to the upside, like... It's holding this gap. So the end of this gap is what? This is 200. I think this is the 200. You probably could buy calls or sell puts in there. Visa, I missed this. Oh, so mad. I was like waiting for it to go a little bit lower and I didn't get in, and that was a long time ago. AbbVie. Healthcare, I might, you think about these stocks, just buy calls in these stocks. They're kind of expensive. Novo Nordisk, has a long way to go. I don't know about that chart. T-Mobile. Jesus. That's a beast of a chart too. Wow. Chevron, again, I have a hard time with energy companies. Palantir, we're gonna wait for a pullback, probably sell. Actually, like I said, you could sell, you get quite a bit of premium, even for the 90 puts, and it not coming down. So Palantir is interesting. Is IBM interesting? Is this, it is up 35% on the year, but like an AI play, I guess, because they have the data centers infrastructure for this type of stuff, that type of stuff. I don't know if that gets me excited though. This should get you excited. Yeah, maybe I will go with Altria. We'll do something with Altria because that's insane. A little worried about, like, well, Visa and MasterCard aren't really credit card companies as much as they are payment processing companies. Like, Discover Card is more of a credit card than Visa. This thing. If it doesn't make new lows, maybe. Novo Nordisk. Do they have a weight loss drug? I don't know if they make one of the weight loss drugs, like Eli Lilly, and who makes the big weight loss drugs? GLP-1s? Novo, okay, so it is, okay. Novo Nordisk and Eli Lilly, they make the big weight loss drugs, okay. So if you couldn't get into Lilly, I don't know how Novo Nordisk trades though, because when I traded Eli Lilly, those options are not fun to trade. They they're not liquid, they're erratic, like they're not like other options at all. Alright, Disney, that doesn't get me excited. Oil company. And this thing's been beaten up. Put it in here. Yikes. This thing's been beaten up. So the last time we were here was in 2000. Man, if this gets any lower, it might be a buy. Like, if we get down to here, like, those are Rona levels. Hey, if it gets down to Rona levels, I'm interested. There we go. Because people always going to be buying soda. I'll tell you that. Not going to not do that. You a soda drinker, you're going to be drinking it. Doesn't matter. The Qualcomm's kind of sideways. It's still up. You would just buy a call here, I think, and just hold on to it. That's AT&T. This is via wheel if I did this. AMD. This is so sad. Like, I like AMD. I like the company, but man, it's been taking a hit. Because they can't get something like Nvidia. Just kind of sad. AI data center revenue soars, but shares sink. Is it time to buy the dip? Alright, let's take a look at AMD. AMD is... all the money went from AMD to Nvidia. It's still in an uptrend, though. Not like it's not in an uptrend, it's just having a hard time right now. PE ratio's gone down. I don't know, you just have to get Nvidia and you hold on to it. Like, there's no... I mean, AMD and hold on to it. Mm-hmm. Telling you to sell it. It's because it's below all these moving averages. Yeah, see, this is what I'm saying. Like, when is this gonna play out? Yeah, it hasn't performed the same way, though. Still interested in it, though. Let's throw it on here. Nothing wrong with AMD. They're just not Nvidia. I think that's... Is it Nvidia? No. Okay, sell. Like, that's kind of like what we're at. This is choppy as all get up. I don't know about ARM. RTX, yes, I'm interested in this. There's also one coming up called Rockwell Automation. That's tomorrow. Uber is so freaking hard to trade. This is not an easy stock for me to trade. But again, it's just one of them buy and hold things. You just hold on to it. Like Bill Ackman, you're just gonna hold on to it. Boston Scientific's also a beast. Take a look at the chart. I think you have to wait for a pullback. So we gotta wait. We have to wait, sadly, on this one. We'll think about it if it gets down there. I'm starting to get a little mind fatigue here. And we have to kind of come to a consensus about what we want to do. Insurance companies? That's something I really haven't looked into. You know, I haven't really looked into this. I haven't looked into these. Not cheap. Say that. PGR. Let's put it on the list though, because we need some diversity in that situation. So PGR. Okay. On Monday too, maybe I should like make a short list. Like I can have the long list, but like make a short list of like the things that I mean it's a good chart though. Like the progressive chart's better than any of the other charts. Dip down before earnings, it's up a little bit. Just buy like one call and see if it works out. Boeing, the short all day long, not gonna worry about it. Yeah, Honeywell, so they had earnings. They're also breaking up into 3 different companies. It's only up 5% on, what is it, in 1 year? But they do make all the things that, I have to look more into like their splitting, but like, it's interesting to me. The dip is interesting on Honeywell. So we're going to put it on here to keep track of it. Drug company? Yeah. This goes on the list just because it's a healthcare related stock. Wait for a dip on that. I don't know anything about this company. Nah, that doesn't get me excited. Healthcare company does though. And if they can come up with something like wild and crazy, like, you know what I mean? You know, something. I will put it on the list. There's way too much on the list now, but we can whittle this down. So BYM. Okay. Dang, missed the dip. Missed the dip on that. That's looking pretty good. Might have to do something there. We already have it on the list. How much more I could go? I'm getting, my brain is starting to get kind of fatigued. Cybersecurity is also like a theme, if you would say that. So FTNT, we'll put that on there. Earnings have just been killing it. Huh. Yeah, I might have to do something in the cybersecurity realm even though I don't really want to, but Oh, Intel. Oh, poor Intel. Someday they'll come back. 6 is coming back up, everybody. This is kind of middling. I don't know if you'd call this like a head and shoulders pattern. It's only up 8% on the year. Where's the neckline on this thing? Like right down here? MSTR, Bitcoin. As long as that stays high, this stock will do just fine. We already did something on Colgate. Ooh, General Dynamics. Ooh, a little dipsy doozy down on the year. Ooh, what's going on here? Why are we having trouble here? Okay, we'll put that on the list. Oh, yikes. That's a big dip. Big dip. I've had bad earnings. It's going up in bad earnings. That's stupid. We'll keep an eye on it though. We'll research it a little bit more. This is killing it. Oh, I should have just stuck with my thing. I thought this like 2 years ago, and then they didn't move, and so I kind of forgot about them, and then all of a sudden all the hotel, all those stocks just kind of just went crazy. Insurance companies, I'll have to look into that. Yeah, the cybersecurity stuff. And these insurance companies are intriguing. So Aflac, Progressive. I don't want that one. That one. I want Aflac AFL. How did Corning do? They did just fine. You know, the only reason I got this stock in my long-term portfolio was because they made fiber optics. And I'm like, that's the future, baby. Like, we gotta go. So that's the only reason I have that in my portfolio. Roblox. Do we buy the dip on Roblox, everybody? Probably sell puts in Roblox and make money. Yeah. If there's anything else that stands out, because a lot of this, just to look at the volume that these trade as well. You want decent volume. Yeah, this was going nuts. They make packing products. That's interesting. Alright, I might have to just give this a break for the minute. Interest. That's a crazy stock. Ready to eat cereal. Doing well. Okay. This had some bump. Is it because of... I don't know why this had a bump. Cell phones, tablets, handheld gaming systems, they make games. I don't know. EA, I think, makes the what's it called? Oh, GTA. GTA. My brain's a little fried on these earnings, so I'm gonna have to maybe switch it up a little bit. I think we have a good list, and I think we'll really be looking at. I like that Elf plays a bit of a flyer. CL, kind of boring stock, you know, boring company, but the chart looks interesting on the weekly. Texas Instruments looks interesting. GE is interesting for a leap. Maybe Walmart for a leap. And that also kind of brings in Amazon, so I kind of have to make a decision there. We'll take a look at those, and I'll let my brain kind of digest all of this and kind of come to an idea of which. I do want to focus on healthcare. I want to focus on that sector. So maybe what I need to do is take those earnings charts and pull out the healthcare ones and see what I can find from there. All right, so what's the next thing I want to maybe do here? So we went over the trades, earnings. We did that. I think one quick scan maybe of the news, and then we'll be out of here. I gotta digest. My brain hurts, so I gotta digest what I just went through. See if there's anything here. Nothing too crazy in the news. There was an article about retail traders. Like, I'd be careful out there. Retail traders buying the dip at all-time highs. Usually doesn't end well for retail traders. It was this article. Institutional buyers want to buy, but it's too high. And we're all buying Nvidia, Tesla, and Apple. Watch out. Watch out, y'all. AMD, though, I mean, I don't think you're wrong for buying the dip there. It's not a bad company, but Nvidia has such the share over the current theme, but it's not like AMD doesn't belong in that group. So, yeah. So next week, I'll watch the open. We'll keep working on trading futures for a longer period of time. So we'll keep an eye on that. As the futures open. We're going to manage our positions because we have an iron condor, we have some calls we're selling, some puts we're selling. We need to monetize those at 30%. We're going to watch our gold position and try to put on some earnings trades, things that are past earnings. We need to get one of those on this week, at least one. Goal is one, maybe more. But I think that's it for now. I can't really think right now. My brain's kind of gone. But remember, this is for educational and informational purposes only, not intended for financial advice or a recommendation. But with that said, if you like what you see, make sure to hit the like and subscribe button. And thank you for watching, and have a safe and profitable trading week. Bye-bye.